and Mr. Sampath were held up because they had lunch together with the king. That's why they were delayed. And in view of the fact it's already delayed, I request all the speakers to speak not more than 6 to 7 minutes.
Distinguished friends seated on the dais, my colleagues, of course the Honorable Minister is here, and everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to share my views. These days, nobody need to give a big speech, as everybody understand they can source the information much more than the speakers. The days are not like in the past. So therefore, I want to share with you my experience as I held some positions. Pardon?
Oh, before I could introduce your name, he started. I didn't want to interrupt. Thank you, sir, for really swiftly starting without further ado. Mr. R. Veeramani.
Mr. R. Veeramani is a senior most exporter of granite in India. He is having an office for 86 countries. He is the #1 granite exporter from Tamil community. He is having an office in 86 countries. He is a topmost businessman, appointed by Government of India, Ministry of Commerce as a Special Council Chairman recently. This is his credit. He is one of the finest gentlemen supporting this movement.
Well, thank you, Mr. Sampath. What you say, something is right and something is not right. Basically, I was a lawyer by profession. By family situation, I was forced to get into some business activity. That's why I came to the business. When everybody was exporting only the tombstones to London those days, I'm the one who happened to develop the business, the building stones in India, where there was no document, no book, no textbook, no geology, no market analysis, nothing. So I jumped into it and learned in a hard way, because I went under training and scientists in Sweden who taught me the building stones and took me around the whole of Europe in the 1970s. Friends, I have opportunities of meeting many people, visiting many countries, meeting heads of state, commerce ministers, our country and different countries. I was the Indo-American Chamber national president before. I was the Indo-Japan Chamber of Commerce president. Therefore, I have been hosted by many leading companies of Japan, Panasonic and Sony and all that. I invited them to come to India, and today there are more than 300 companies from Japan alone in Tamil Nadu alone. So I have learned from others, so I want to share with you that. Friends, we don't need, where are the economic opportunities? Opportunities exist everywhere. Not necessarily you need to travel too many continents. You can get opportunities everywhere. But you can, from your own place, you can access anywhere in the world. That the situation has completely changed. So therefore, what is the future? The future is energy, clean environment, how to reuse the waste and derive some benefit, nanotechnology, power. All these are going to be a predominant thing besides information technology and optic wires, whatnot. I'm not going into those details. So look at what happened. The fuel price, crude oil price was ruling, even up to $200, it was going up and down. Then it came down so bottom now that people are looking at the solar energy in future, and all the cars are supposed to be on battery operator very soon. And this is the kind of vision that the whole world is looking, and also for green energy, from wind energy, from hydro, geothermal, and as well as the battery operated energy. So this is what we are going as a modern industry. But we should never forget what others call the food security. I would call it food sovereignty. We need to have, if somebody is blocking the route of getting food, if the land that are irrigating is getting destroyed, how will we get food? Can we survive without food? Therefore, food is very, very important. the per hectare productivity need to be increased. Land cannot be extended. We need to follow the technology of using minimum water, maximum productivity, using the same land. This is what is happening by Israel. Israel is producing 5 times more than the highest producing countries in the other countries. They are using water. Before they used drip irrigation, then they started root irrigation. Drip irrigation goes to the soil. The soil is not wanting water. The plant needing water in the roots and little sprinkler on the top. So that's how technology is traveling all over the world very fast. Therefore, we must go for the latest technology in every field. And there is one danger. Now people are saying that use battery operated cars in future. But there are 2 elements, iron, lithium, both are made into a battery. Where the lithium is so dangerous, it is poisonous. So where is the remedy to destabilize or neutralize and make it non-toxic? This is a very important point. If we get too much of lithium, batteries and all that, where to dispose it of? So this is a very important point that we should not lose touch. And then solar is much better, and solar we cannot ignore. Therefore, friends, I want to tell you one thing. You have plenty of raw materials in Africa, South Africa, and other African countries. But what is the brand we have made? Have you made, except there's Krugu, gold coin? Where is the brand? We have not made many products made out of South Africa. You need to make it. And which is the jewelry brand from South Africa, though you get diamonds and gold. If you look at the whole perspective of the whole world scenario, many of the big countries might have a lot of resources, natural resources. But those countries are not having the technology to process and market and build a brand. Brand building is very important. Marketing is very, very important. The brand itself conveys reliable quality, acceptability, and user-friendly. So this is very, very important. Then I would say, after food security, we need to look after the infrastructure like transport. The people need to transport. If we transport and go and come back in a place 2 hours, 3 hours, then how can we work? The productivity will go lost, and your spending time at home will be lost. Therefore, the good commutation situation need to come. For example, European countries, if there is a population of 1 million, they need to have a metro train route. So like that, we need to develop the commutation and the transportation to the modern sense. Then you need to think of the global situation. What is the global situation? Today, regarding China, everybody talks. What is the export of China of the gift goods and the Christmas gift, and also, for example, religious things and all that? The toy industry is supposed to be more than 50 billion. Can we imagine? Can we do that? I was a man who was producing magnet for the electronic industry. Then in 1980s, the 90s, the government allowed duty-free import of electronic things. A lot of magnets came. I had to close my industry near Bangalore. So this is the situation. Therefore, a technology, cheaper productions from anywhere in the world can upset this, because the whole world is becoming a village now. Import, export is common all over the world. So therefore, we need to think, select a product, try to build a brand, and promote it user-friendly. Then ever-changing technology, ever-changing competitiveness, ever-changing price competition. These you cannot ignore. Friends, finally, I want to tell one important historical fact. I happened to come to South Africa first in 1996 at the invitation of the then President, Mr. Nelson Mandela, and I was treated as a guest of the country. I was taken around for almost 14 days, all around, including Durban, everywhere I visited, Kruger Park, and all the places, Cape Town, and also meeting with Mr. Mandela. They asked me to train the people here. There are plenty of stones. Why not you train in India? I promised to train, and the High Commission in Delhi is coordinating with us. Any visitors come, we always train them and help them. That is the kind of relationship. Then, in 2005, when I was a Southern India Chamber of Commerce president, I brought a business delegation to Durban and also to other cities. I signed the agreement, that is MOU, with the Zulu Chamber of Commerce also Durban Chamber of Commerce, Pretoria Chamber of Commerce, Johannesburg Chamber of Commerce, and Cape Town Chamber of Commerce, along with the Indian consul general at the time, because there was no high commissioner at that time. So I have such a close relationship with this part of the country, especially with Durban and Natal and all that. And I know many of the animals, the big five you see here, you can see in also India, because we were inseparable continent in the past. And again, we are touched by the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean touches here in Durban. And again, it touches India and also Australia and also Antarctica. What a kind of relationship we have. Therefore, we need to strengthen it, and bilateral relationship, or marketing tie-up, or technology transfer, anywhere you develop friendship and quality, promise keeping, these are all very, very important. And if there's anything you need to know from India, you can contact with Sambat or me, and surely I, on behalf of Capexil, which is exporting 16 products to the extent of about $20 billion, I can give you the input, output, and what are the opportunities in India, what are the opportunities here. And we are exporting, not me, glass, rubber tires, cement, iron ore to all the minerals, all the stones, then timber. Like that, there are 16 group of products which are almost nearly about $20 billion is going. Therefore, we facilitate with the Commerce Ministry and the Government of India regarding the policies and to be competitive and play level playing field in the global scenario. Therefore, I feel proud that I'm an Indian, I'm a Tamilian, and for a few reasons. One, when Copernicus and Galileo were debating whether the sun is in the center or the earth is the center, which is moving what? When Copernicus said the sun is only moving and the earth is stationary, Galileo proved that it is only the solar system, sun is stationary, and all other 9 planets are moving around, 8 planets are moving around, for which he was executed and all that. That's the story. But scientifically, 550 years only we know the solar system, but the whole world. But did India know only 500 years before? For thousands of years we have the 9 planets. In Tanjavur, for every planet we have a temple. In every temple we have a 9-planet corner, Navagraha corner. என்ன நாமெல்லாம் பேட்டன் பண்ணல, நம்ம வந்து காப்பிரைட் பண்ணல, அதனால everybody is claiming patent copyright. So அதே மாதிரி metallurgy, we are the number 1. The whole world wanted to go to India, and that is how Vasco da Gama came to Cape Good Hope, and he had a touchdown also here before coming safely to India. So we have a strong connectivity. This is a small, limited speech only I can make it. Therefore, I appeal to you, do something. Make everybody think ahead, think of the future, and think of the China factor. Can you compete with China? That's the more important point. And I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.